מודים אנחנו לך, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו, אלוהי אבותינו, אמותינו. מודים אנחנו לך, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו, אלוהי אבותינו, אמותינו, לעולם ועד, לעולם ועד. לעולם ועד, לעולם ועד, מודים אנחנו.
Hey everybody, Shabbat Shalom. Hi, hey Gail.
Hi.
Rabbi, hello. Nice to see you, Rabbi Lynette. Mark Rossio.
Hi.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Small Mark Rossio next to you. Hello. Hello.
Says salon.
Do you ever use that doll for what's it called when you have a
voodoo doll?
Voodoo, yes. It's a voodoo doll.
That'd be counterproductive because I'd be hurting myself.
That's fair.
It's bad enough with a hand up my back.
Fair enough. Well, hi everybody. Shabbat Shalom and Shabbat Shalom to all of you who are out there. We feel like we are living in high holiday magic these days because we've been pre-recording some of our stuff and starting to edit some of our stuff together. And it's nice just to come back to a regular Shabbat here and be together and remember that we're not even halfway into Elul yet. That we still have a little bit of time. It's funny this year. The time really feels screwed up. That's for sure. Maybe that's because this is the 25th Shabbat of the pandemic. Number 25. Can you believe that? Well, Shabbat Shalom. We know that there are a lot of you guys who are watching. Hey, Marcy. Shabbat Shalom to you. And Betty. Hello. And Pam Shear. Rabbi, jump in if you see any others there. I see Diane Wagon. Happy birthday to your mom. That's amazing. 93 years old. We miss you too, Mars.
Shabbat Shalom, Meredith and Nancy Paul.
Hey guys.
Shabbat Shalom, Krista and your family. Shabbat Shalom, Valerie, Charlie and Richard.
Great.
Kala, I'm not sure who that is, but Shabbat Shalom to you.
Oh, yes. Hello. Jimmy, Shabbat Shalom to you. Nice to see you. Glad you're with us. And glad everyone is here as we begin our service this evening. Well, we've got two opening songs. We're going to start to kind of set the mood for these high holy days. We're going to start by singing Return Again, and then we're going to sing Hine Matov. That way I'm so glad that we're gathering together, and as we gather together, we start to think about the fact that we're trying now to turn back to that best version of ourselves. So, Gail, whenever you are ready, we will join together in singing.
Return to the land of your soul. Return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you were born and reborn. Ashkivenu, Adonai Elacha, V'na Shuva
we're going to keep on singing Hashivenu Adonai Elecha V'Nashuva. We return to that goodness inside of us. We can sing Hine Ma Tov as we celebrate being together.
Hine ma tov menayim, shevet achim gam yechad. Hine ma tov menayim, shevet achim gam yechad. Hine ma tov menayim, shevet achim gam yechad. Hine ma tov menayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov menayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov menayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
How good it is that we're together and barking our way through this Erev Shabbat. Is that Gail's house? You don't have dogs.
It's mine.
Oh, that's Mark's house.
They're sitting outside my door. I don't know why.
Man. They're saying Shabbat Shalom.
Bark mitzvah. Bark mitzvah.
That's terrible. It's just terrible. All right. So why don't we want to welcome everyone on this Erev Shabbat, and we're going to turn to our candle blessings. And I have again forgotten to replace my candles from last week, so I'll just light some fake ones. And if you have candles at home, perhaps you too could light them, and that'll elevate the rest of us here. So Gail, you want to sing for us?
I do. I'm going to bring the energy of Shabbat in. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chad likneh shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Gail. Our candles are hopefully lit now. And Shabbat Shalom to you, Kathy Cantor, my mother-in-law from Michigan, and Babette Feibel. Glad you're here. Tirza and Rick, nice to see you. Miriam, nice to see you. Debbie Leisure, Shabbat Shalom, nice to see you. Lynn Dabb. Oh my gosh, so many fun people are with us this evening. It feels great. I think as we are beginning our service here, we need to take a deep breath and let go of some of that stress and sorrow that has piled up over the week. Many of you know that my home state of Wisconsin, I actually lived for a number of years in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and so I have my heart has been there with those folks a lot this week. And the rabbi who is my mentor, their Rabbi Dino Feingold's congregation, was just steps away from where all this violence and sadness is taking place, and took place, I should say. So I think a lot of us are feeling the weight of that, and we are feeling it's hard to feel hopeful in times like this, but our tradition commands us that we should turn to joy and that we need to work for a better future, and that's not just a nice thing to do, but that is our mission. That is the mitzvot that we have to accomplish on this Shabbat and onward. So let's take a deep breath, and we will pray for and work for times when we can all find each other, when we can see each other in the light. We're going to do a quick blessing as we begin our service here, and Gail has promised that she will learn this for next week. I left the music on your desk. This is Yivarechecha. This is a blessing that Rabbi Lynette and I are very familiar with giving to many B'nai Mitzvah kids, but it's also a tradition on Friday evening Traditionally, in a household, the parents bless the children with this blessing. So if you have anyone in the household with you right now, you could call them in, put your arm around them, and give them a blessing. If not, if you want to just think of somebody, hold them in your heart, someone who you are sending kind of cosmically blessings to, you can do that as well. So why don't you repeat after Rabbi Lynette with the Yivarechecha, and then I'll get my guitar ready to sing it.
The words are Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Yivarechecha
Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
V'yasem, wait.
Oh, sorry. Yisa Adonai.
I should know this one. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for springing that on you, Rabbi, without having the text in front of you.
It's all good. Hopefully I can keep my speaker. That's the last one.
It's all good because we are, I think, we all have high holiday brain right now, so you're good, and we will continue. Let's sing together, blessing each other. Ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai 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 lai. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. V'yasem lecha shalom. Ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai 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 lai. Let's join in singing Lecha Dodi as we welcome in Shabbat.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, b'nei Shabbat kabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, b'nei Shabbat kabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad, ish miyanu el ha'yuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, v'shehu tiferet v'litehila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, b'nei Shabbat kabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, b'nei Shabbat kabela. Likrat Shabbat b'chuva necha, ki mahor ha'brecha. Meros mekerem nesucha, sov maaseh b'chmach shvach techila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, b'nei Shabbat kabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, b'nei Shabbat kabela. La la, hitoreri, hitoreri, kiva orech kumi ori, kuri ori, Kavod Adonai alav nifla. Lecha dodi lecha kala yalala 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 leshabat lekavela. Lecha dodi lecha kala yalala 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 leshabat lekavela. All rise. Erev Shalom, Ateret Ba'ala, Gam Besimcha Utzola, Toch Emunei Am Segula, Barikala. Barikala. Lecha dodi lecha kala yalala 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 Shabbat lekavela. Lecha dodi lecha kala yalala 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 Shabbat lekavela. La 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 yalla. Lecha dodi lecha kala yalala 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 Pnei Shabbat nikavela.
Thank you for lifting us up through that song, Mark. We're going to keep singing our way through our service in a moment. First, we're going to read here where it says on page 27. You can read with me, Sammy, if you want. 1 second, boys. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest today be as the day before, lest routine set my ways. As you can see, I have the Barlow family choir here who is ready to sing Am I Awake?
I've done it before.
No. If you want to sing, this is your time here. Ash, you want to sing? Okay. All right, just Sammy and Noah. Noah, why don't you take a step back so we can see you? Go stand next to Sammy. There you go.
Yes, that's a boy. That's
Ready? Ready? Am I awake? Shall I prepare? Are you listening to my prayer?
Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared?
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Can you let go of my guitar? Thanks. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Don't say poopy. Baruchu et Adonai. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam. Let's hear you, Sammy. And go stand real close so we can see you. All right, thank you guys. All right. Well, That was a thing.
That was great.
Things we won't miss after quarantine. Jake, you want to say Shabbat Shalom to everyone?
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. All right, we'll turn
I don't
over-
know what my favorite part of that, when you shove Sandy up, when, no,
Or the guitar. Yeah.
Yeah.
or Mark sings along because he thinks he's muted.
Ah, no way.
That's funny.
Yeah, you're not muted, Mark.
Oh,
funny.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, I'm going to turn it over to Rabbi Lynette
I think it was great.
to keep us going.
Yes, and I see from Jacob Foskel that Sadie says hi.
Oh, hi, Sadie.
Very nice. As we head into Sheman Ve'ahavta, I want to mention that if you have a simcha, something wonderful, some positivity that happened this week, to please list it in the comments, and we can note them before Mi Chamocha. But first, as we head into Shema, as Rabbi Benji mentioned, we are in the month of Elul, a time of reflection and introspection leading up to the high holidays. So I want to invite us, as we listen, as we look inward, to maybe take a moment of that reflection. What's some kind of what's something that we might need from ourselves, from others this Shabbat. So with that, we'll sing together the
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kavod Mahuto, Le'olam Va'ed. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'kol levavecha, v'chol nafshecha, v'kol ma'odecha, v'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננת לבניך דיברת בם ושבתך בביתך ולתך בדרך ושכבך ובקומך וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו עשיתם את כל מצוותיי הייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם אני אדוני אלוהיהם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
Thank you, Mrs. Rose. I'm seeing a couple of smachot, some good things that happened this week. Obviously, during a week that's been difficult and painful and dark. We don't want to minimize that, but also focus on what is good and joyful during this week as well. So if you have something, please add it in the comments if you would like. I'm seeing from Rabbi Stephanie that her son Liam and Bobby's son Liam had a great first week of kindergarten at CJDS. That's wonderful to hear. I hope that all students who started school this week, whether it be virtually or hybrid or some other kind of configuration, had a good start to school. And it was good to reconnect with friends and with teachers. But I'm seeing from Beth that she bought a house for her new phase in life. Mazel tov to you, Beth. That sounds so wonderful. I hope that moving in is a good transition, especially with everything going on. That's very exciting. I'm seeing from Brian, hi Brian, Shabbat Shalom, that his family and him are finally settled in Columbus and his wife landed a new job. Mazel tov. That's so exciting. Welcome to Columbus. I guess it's been a few years. I can't say that I'm new to Columbus anymore, but it's wonderful. And so I hope you have a great time settling in. And congratulations to your wife on the new job. So for those things and for all other things that we can be grateful for, finding some light and joy in the darkness, we'll sing together our prayer of joy, Mi Chamocha.
Yai la
la la la la la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Torah tehilo, osei feleh. Torah tehilo, osei feleh. Adonai, imloch le'olam va'ed. Lai, lai, yai, la, lai, lai, la, lai, la, 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 lai. Yai, la, lai, lai, la, lai, la, lai, lai. Yai, la, lai, lai, la, lai, lai, la, lai, la, lai. Yai, la, lai, lai, la, lai, la, lai, lai, lai.
Thank you, Mark. Truly uplifting and so necessary right now. We're going to continue in that spirit, singing along together. Next with our prayer, fresh menu, as we pray for the Shalom, the shelter, peace spread over us, over our community, and we need it. I hope everyone finds some rest and wholeness with Shabbat. So please keep singing along with us. We'll continue our service together with Amidah, our standing prayers, starting with Adonai Sifatai. If you would like to rise, you are welcome to do so. If not, oh good, whatever you're feeling. And we'll continue singing through the Amidah together.
Adonai Sabatai Tiftachu fi Techa. Adonai, open up your lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor HaNorah, Ha'Elyon, Gomel Chazadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher HaSteachot V'Imochot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר מושיע מגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרא שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, בחיי הכל התורה להושיע. לכפר חיים בחסד, בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סובלים כנופים ורופא הומים, ומכיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר. מי כמוך על גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. נאמן אתה חיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, בחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום, הללויה סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Amen.
Amen.
If you are standing, you may be seated. And we're going to take a few moments of silent prayer meditation. But first, I'm seeing some more smachot, which is great from Jimmy, that his knee replacement progress is going well. That's wonderful. That Chris and Brian were married at TBS 15 years ago today. Mazel tov. And I'm seeing that more folks are saying Shabbat Shalom, including Judy. Hi, Judy. Shabbat Shalom. A mentor of mine from Ogden, Utah, from a very long time ago. So Shabbat Shalom. Hope you are all well. So again, we're going to take just a moment of silent prayer, whatever may be in your heart this Shabbat, and we will join together in singing in a few moments.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. יא לה 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 לה
Thank you for that, Mark, and Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Want to just share a story with you that many years ago, during my first few weeks working at Temple, I remember vividly Rabbi Apothekar bounding into my office and telling me that we had to go and check something out. As we walked up the stairs of the temple, he said to me, "You have to know how to get up on the roof, just in case." I thought to myself, just in case of what? But I didn't argue with the man because he's very wise. I said, all right, we'll go for this. Luckily, I wasn't afraid of heights. Getting to the roof is not as simple as ascending a staircase at the temple. First, you have to get to the room where the ladder is. You have to climb up a ladder that's like installed on a wall. That gets you up to the hatch, which gets you into the attic. Once you're in the attic, you got to find the light switch because it's very, very dark and scary up there. And then you have to walk through a number of different rooms and doorways, passing the temple's boilers until you get to another ladder on the wall. That ladder takes you up to another door, and finally, once you get to that door, you're making your way up into the little room that's on top of where the sanctuary is. Oops, sorry, hold on one second here. On top of where the sanctuary is, above like the curved ceiling. Anyway, one more ladder after that, and you're finally on the roof. Once we made it out there, Rabbi Apotheker gave me very careful instructions on where to stand and where it was safe to walk and where it wasn't safe to walk. In subsequent years, we could often be found on the temple roof doing Facebook Lives with people like Ben Rosen and Angelo and Rabbi Lynette. In fact, here is, I'm going to try and show a picture. There is a picture of us up on the roof there. You can see we are just a bunch of idiots, but we had a good time doing that. One of the times when we were up on the roof, it was a bit windy. We realized it was probably safer inside. And the numerous Facebook comments telling us to get off the roof confirmed that. Why do I share this with you this evening? It's because in the middle of this week's Torah portion, in which we are bombarded with rules and laws, 72 of the 613 commandments come from this Torah portion alone. And in the middle of this portion, we find an obscure verse that tells us to build our home with a parapet on the roof. The verse says, when you build a new house, you shall make a parapet on the roof so that you should not bring blood guilt on your house if anyone should fall from it. A parapet is a low wall or railing that's attached to the roof or a platform. It's a safety measure. It's found in many types of architecture, and in fact, it's a requirement in many modern building codes. We don't have a parapet at our temple roof, but that's because the building was built on a shoestring budget, and they probably didn't envision it as a gathering place for the rabbis. So there's a great Jewish scholar named Maimonides, and he actually wrote a lot about this mitzvah of building a parapet. One of the things that he wrote was, the height of the parapet, the height of the railing, cannot be less than 2 feet so that a person will not fall from it. And each piece of the parapet has to be strong enough that a person leaning can lean up on it and it won't fall. And they won't fall. Anybody who puts his roof up without a parapet has violated that positive commandment and has transgressed the negative commandment that you shall not spill the blood of another. For Maimonides, the issue is the preservation of human life. Safety is a religious obligation, and negligence is not merely a crime, it's actually considered a religious sin. With this reading of the law, the Torah is ordering us to assure the well-being and the health of people around us. Beyond merely telling us not to harm people directly, we are actually responsible for assuring that people can't easily be harmed on our property. That means when it's snow season, get that salt out, folks. In light of the state of our country right now, I think it's a really powerful message. That a religious person is not only someone who says the right prayers and performs the rituals at the right time, but a religious person, to be a religious person, we have to take actions a step further. We have to take care of our human beings, our fellow human beings. A religious person is one who understands that the safety of other people is a divine obligation. Judaism is about our actions, our deeds. It's about bringing our Jewish values into our world. We must each work to build a parapet to help care for others in our community. We have to help tackle the problems that cause violence in our society. And when we put our masks on to keep others safe, we do it not only because it's the right thing to do, but because it's what makes us religious people. It is commanded of us in the Torah itself. So this Shabbat, let's be religious people together. Our prayers are important. I don't want to discount that at all. And our words are meaningful. But our deeds show who we really are. It's one thing for us to show the world on social media who we are, but if we can actually be good people in the world and actually do good and help other people, then we will together be able to build this parapet of safety and security. And I think in that way we will be able to consider ourselves religious people as we are trying to do this time of year as we prepare for the holiday season. So build a parapet, everyone. If anybody out there,
that parapet.
no, we're not. No, we can't chant that. But if anybody out there, if you have a parapet on your house, if you have a flat roof, share that with us in the comments, and it would be nice to know. But certainly, this is just one of the 613 commandments, many of which are about taking care of the folks around us. So that's our goal for this Shabbat. Torah portion Ki Teitzei. It's a Gail Rose favorite, everyone. She loves chanting that one. And we'll hear more of that at some point in the future, I'm sure. So let's join back in our service. I'm going to turn it over to Rabbi Lynette to lead us through the beginning of the Misha Berach.
Thank you, Rabbi Benji and Yasher Koach on those beautiful and important words, especially right now. And I think there is the idea of prayer and action having to be things that we do together is so reflected in the Misha Berach prayer for healing, that we should pray for those who are in need of healing, but to also act with kindness and reaching out to those who are in need. That really is what makes the prayer come alive and helps us really actualize the healing of our world. We certainly need a lot of it. We're thinking of all of those who are sick and affected by COVID-19, all of those in the medical field. We're thinking of all of those who have been affected by the Jericho in Iowa, by the fires in California, by Hurricane Laura in Louisiana. And as Rabbi Benji said earlier, we're praying for the healing of Jacob Blake. We're thinking of his family and all of those in Kenosha. And there are many others in our community who we're also thinking of for healing. And we will also include at the end all of those who are mentioning in the Facebook comments. So if you've got a name you haven't already submitted, please add it in and we'll read it at the end. For Misha Berach this Shabbat, we are praying for the healing of Bill Ackerman, Catherine Adler, Marcia Ames, Marilyn Altman, Adrian Atkinson, Marjorie Block, Paul Branson, Dave Saderquist, Carol Cohen, and Dorothy Cohen, Rob Cohen, Lily Kovic, Tony Diegler, Carrie Ebert, and Don Feibel. We pray for the healing of Michael Fiorelli, Alan Goldberg, Rachel Goldblatt, Bernice Goldstein, and Jimmy Green. We're praying for Brad Hannon and Jessica Hannon, David Haas, Walter Hirschberg, Luda Kagan, and Greg Kellner. Praying for the healing of Don Curran, Janet Lazarus, for Barb Lucas, David McGee, and Dolores McGee. Healing for Fred Martin, Minna Melton, Paul Nicholson, Dick Nettleman, Robert Oakley, and David Palmer. We're thinking of Aaron Phelan and Ian Phillips, Richard Kristowski, Jessica Rathkopf, Julianne Reel, Lee Rosenthal, and Nancy Rosenboim. We're thinking of June Sahara, Ralph Sauer, Sandy Schaefer, Richard Schur, Sherry Silverman, Brian Malkov, Robert Weiss, and Lori Zahn. I'd like to add my friend, my friend Jenna Blumabat Rachel Ba'aria, and Rabbi Benji. Any other names we have on here?
Yeah, we're thinking also for healing of Mayim Ross, of Tammy Toso, Pete Bowman, Kayla Fuller. We're thinking of Joan Bray and Mark Guzman. Thinking of Nick Parisi and Jack O'Farry, Jacob Pristowski. We're thinking of Jimmy Schnitzler, Bruce Hyde, Carolyn David Wallach. We're thinking of Deb Houlihan and Betty Young. And if there are any others, then you can certainly put their name in the Misha Berach, and we will, in the chat, and we will read their name after the prayer. And we'll say, Baruch Atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. Blessed are you, God, who sends us healing.
May the source of strength bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
you, Gail. Oh, sorry. We pray for all of those who are in need of healing, and we're going to continue singing with Aleinu or Bayom Hahu, one of those.
Yep.
Which one is it? Bayom Hahu? Excellent.
Mahu.
Great. I love that one. Let's do it.
Okay. Bayom Hahu, Yeh Adonai Echad. Bayom Hahu, Yeh Ushmo Echad. V'ne'emar, as it is written, V'ne'emar, let it be said, God rules the earth. On that day God shall be one. V'haya Adonai, Melech HaKol Haaretz. On that day God's name shall be one. Bayom Hahu, Yeh Adonai Echad. Bayom Hahu, Yeh Ushmo Echad, Ushmo Echad.
Mark, we now take a moment to prepare for Mourner's Kaddish. And if you have any names of someone who you're remembering, I invite you to leave their name in the comments, or you can say it aloud. And we take a moment, I think, especially as we're heading into the holidays, high holidays, a time that has so much memory and so much meaning. Thinking of those who we love, who are no longer with us physically, but who are still with us and who still live through us in the acts of kindness and goodness that we do every day. This evening for Shloshim, those whom we've lost within the last 30 days, we remember Martin Alper, Herbie Leibovitz, and Haley Kornblum Shalaby. We're also observing Yartzeit, those who we lost at this season in years past. We remember Samuel Alpert, Nelsey Atkins, Mildred Berman, Donald Kane, Edward Dolan, Donald Fine, Elizabeth Freund, Anna Gershowitz, Irene Goldman, Joseph Kushner, Daniel Lippy, Herbert Margolis, Ann Minkin, Hazel Norris, Nathan Richardson, Mary Santora, Sylvia Schneider, Anna Tannenbaum, Ernestina Tipton, Benny Tuman, Peter Washer, and Walter Zanger, and Carolyn Hirsch. I'm not seeing other names at the moment. Rabbi, are you seeing any names?
We're also thinking of Eric Wagon, of Bill Gerstacker, and if there are others, certainly you can leave them right here, and we will read them afterward.
So for all those who we've lost from COVID-19 and other tragedies this week, and for all those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them, if you would like to rise, you are welcome to do so, and we will recite Mourner's Kaddish together. Yit gadal v'yit kadash b'nei rabbah, v'hamad yivrach v'yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yemechon v'chayei dachol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mivarach le'elam u'pnei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha berechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran ve'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. L'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Osei shalom v'ramav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to Israel, to all the world. And we can say that together. Amen.
Amen.
If you are standing, you may be seated.
Well, thanks, Rabbi. And I'm sorry that I didn't click the slides over there for a Kaddish. And just a couple of brief announcements. Hopefully you saw in the e-window this week there was a list of all the services for the high holidays, and all in a description of all of it. We're doing a lot of stuff. Some of it here on the computer, some of it as a drive-in. A couple of things very carefully in person, or smaller events. And we hope that you'll join us for one or more of those things. The other thing I want to mention is we are offering our congregants, if anybody wants to borrow a prayer book, a high holiday machzor during the season, there is in the e-window also, and on Facebook you'll also find a form where you can sign up to do that, and if you lose it, we'll charge you $3,000. So no, just $44. But
$5,781.
Yes, exactly. $1 for every year the Earth has been around. No, just kidding. That's more than 5,781. All right, so we have we have in just a moment a closing song, which I believe is Ojavo, maybe.
Yep.
Yes, Salam Ojavo. Gail, do you want to do Kiddush or no? Are we pro Kiddush or anti Kiddush here? Let's do a little Kiddush, and then we'll do Ojavo Shalom.
Okay. Page 5, I know that.
Page 5, or on the screen here.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri ha'gafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava v'ratzon hinchelanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit, ki hu yom tevilah, v'mivrayei kodesh, Zecher Tzion Mitzrayim, Kivanu Acharta, Yotanu Kidashta, Ikamim, Yishabach Koshka, V'aval Ratzon, Hinkatanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Yikadesh, HaShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim, take a drink of wine wherever you are, somebody out there, and hopefully you have a challah at home also. Well, unless that's vodka, it doesn't count, Gail. Maybe it is vodka. Maybe. All right, well, we're going to join together and sing Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. If anybody wants to join us, by the way, we have a Zoom oneg directly after the service. Last time it was only for a few minutes. We stuck around, everyone kind of said hello to each other, and then went on with our days. The meeting room number will pop up on the screen as soon as the service is done here, and the password is oneg with I believe a lowercase o. So we hope you'll join us for that, and we'll sing Ojavo Shalom. Any of my children who want to come over for the closing song can come in here now. We'll see if anybody does or not. Hopefully not. Hopefully. No, maybe they will. Here comes some of them. Okay, all right, let me move back so we can get everybody in here. All right, so we're going to sing Ojavo Shalom along with Mark.
Here we go.
Let's join together.
Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu ve'achunam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu ve'achunam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu ve'achunam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu ve'achunam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu.
Odibo Shalom Aleinu, Odibo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akulam.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Have a great Shabbat. Shabbat of peace and joy.
Bye-bye.
All right, yeah, that's nice, guys. All right, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Stop.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
stop. Join us on Zoom, everyone. We'll see you soon. Here's the Zoom code.
Modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Imotenu. Modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Imotenu. Leolam va'ed, Leolam va'ed. Leolam va'ed, Leolam va'ed. Modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Imotenu. Modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu.